Check out the comments. The beards are in. Hi, James and Risha. How you guys doing?
Hey, guys.
Dropped in forgotten. Hello. Say hi to your wife.
Right.
Oh, man, what a wonderful weekend it was. I know we had a little cold spill last night, reaching around, couple days, I think. I think it's supposed to warm up by Thursday again. 50s, not that bad.
Yeah. Did you see the first of next week?
No, I have not.
They're calling for snow.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. 50s through the weekend, and Monday it drops again.
Oh, no. Well, I'm going to do some more detecting Saturday for sure. But I know over the weekend, Saturday, I had the wrestling tournament to go to. And then Sunday, we did some detecting, quite a bit of detecting. Actually, it was all day. I think we got up, started detecting around 9:30, and we didn't get done until about 5. So it was all day hunting. Oh, dang. Still sick? Ouch.
Dang.
I know there's a lot of stuff going around. But man, was it like a week and a half now? Oh, man. I have, knock on wood, I have lucked out so far. I know all the kids in town are sick. A lot of people at work are sick, and I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. That's good. But yeah, being sick for that long. I know my buddy's his son's been sick for 5 days now. He's had a fever every single day, above a 101, and the highest it's gotten was 104.1.
Say hi.
Oh, so double whammied. Dang it.
Ugh. That sucks.
It does. Man. All right. Tim and our vice president of the Candy Club, Ditto, they went hunting over, was it Sunday? You guys went Sunday, correct?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Okay. So you guys went third straight day with the fever.
Dang.
I hate having fevers. Like, I'm okay with the regular cold, but once I get a fever, I'm just.
She's camera shy.
So those two went metal detecting where they're at. I'm assuming Caney, correct?
Outside of Caney.
Outside of Caney. Then I went to a couple towns north of Caney with my brother. We did find some really cool stuff, which I'll do show and tell on that later on, probably in a month or so. But we do have a couple things to show. Mr. Ditto, our vice president, did find something very unique, which Tim will be going over here in a bit, because he actually has a visual aid for it. And then I want to go over something I have in my collection that I need to return to someone because they're asking for it back. So let's get straight to it, guys. So when you're looking for let's say, an older permission, an older location, what do you go to, Tim? You have a few options. You can go online and look for old maps.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the library and look up, do some research there at your local, anything really, and then books. There's a lot of history. Hey, are you digging it? What's up?
Hello.
Oh, James. Yeah, that's it's totally understandable. When I was sick, let's see, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was kind of sick, and I just couldn't do it. Go out, especially when it was just too cold. That cold front really just hammered us. Um, go to the library, and then there's also there's books. Um, it could be local history books, which they're kind of hard to come by, depending on your city or your state or your county. Um, what do you go to find older locations?
Kind of a combination, couple different sites. Combination. I use the Sanborn. I'm trying to think of the other. There's another one that I use online. Word of mouth of
Yeah,
some of the. I mean, word of mouth helps kind of pinpoint. I mean, old timers and what they say. Hey, this used to be here, and kind of back it up and research it to find out where it's at.
yeah. Word of mouth is a big factor. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Chris, how you doing, buddy? It's a big factor. But most of my local history, I usually go to. I used to go to the library quite a bit, and then it's mostly just word of mouth, or I get online. Um, but my county is actually pretty good on historical files. So back in the '80s, our county made a book, published a book on the history of Wilson County, to where I'm located at Wilson County in Kansas. So we have a book from the 1980s that basically covers the entire time frame of the county itself, all ghost towns, all the original families that came in, and fortunately, my grandparents actually have a copy. I used to have a copy. I gave it to someone to read, and it disappeared. So my grandparents gave me or let me borrow this book, and it's a thick book. It has basically all the original families in it, and then it has all the history of all the towns that used to be here, locations, everything. So I can actually track my family in this book on my grandma's side. But I do. That's where most of my research it comes from this book. But it's if your county or your city has a local history book that's actually designated for your area, man, if you can get your hands on one of those, snatch it up, because you'll be amazed on the fine detail of the history of certain spots you wouldn't even think being possible. For an example, there was an old town just north of us, 4 or 5 miles, that's no longer there. It's literally just farm fields. But my family that my original family that came to Wilson County actually had some grocery stores there. There's a little town called Farmington, and it had a school, it had a grocery store, it had a little, a church, graveyard, all that good stuff that you see in most small villages. And we've been kind of working on that permission, trying to get to that schoolyard, but trying to find out who owns it, which you can go online and look up that. So I think my dad's working on that. That'd be a great spot to hit. It's, to my knowledge, never been touched, because it's kind of hard to pinpoint unless you know your history, pinpoint certain locations. So I found out exactly where the school is at. The graveyard is technically still there, but it's kind of in the brush far back. And then where the old train tracks, which no longer is there, haven't been able to pinpoint where our old family grocery store was at. So that'd be kind of cool to find and see who owns it. See if I can find any family history there. Let me pop this up real quick before I forget. All right, guys. So just a reminder, I have it at the bottom. This is for US only. International prizes I'll have some international prizes for my giveaway show, but for the weekly comment pickers, it's actually just US only. So let me share this real quick. Get your hashtag and get that started. But yeah, so I got Gary twice. I got who else? Okay, Tim. I got you on there, and Mrs. Beard. Hey, Shannon. Here's a good one. We sometimes go organize digs, and the organizers do all the history hunting for us. Yeah, yeah. Some of the wonderful finds. We were in the UK. I found the stunning Roman coin. That is awesome. I that is actually one of my dreams, just to go to the UK, just the history part. I don't even have to meditate. I just want to go. I'd love to meditate.
Right. So yeah, that's schoolhouse permission. That's pretty cool. I'm working on 4 other sites.
4 other sites.
Yep.
All in the same area.
All they're scattered within this county.
Okay.
I have a tool and I got it overlaid, and I know approximately every country schoolhouse location in Montgomery County right now.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I just talked to the owners of the one that's about a couple miles. Well, me and Carl are going to go talk to these friends of the ones that have the other one that are a couple miles from Carl, and then there's another one about, I'd say 5, 6, 7 miles. So it's between Tyro and Coffeyville.
Okay.
I talked to the owners, and I'm waiting to hear back from them.
That'd be awesome. It's harder to get permissions these days. I am my cousin's actually working on getting back out to the Civil War fort just north of town.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool to hit again. We've hit it pretty good, but they're tilling it up here in a week or two, so we're gonna try our luck again out there. Hopefully soon.
But I went and talked to the owners because there's a fence line real close to that schoolhouse we went to, and it's on the other side. Well, it's friends of the family that own this, but Carl kind of knows a little bit of the history of the other side of the fence of this land. He does believe there was a couple old homesteads, and this kind of cuts into the schoolyard. So I'm hoping, or approximately what probably I would imagine would be the schoolyard, or the other side is on the other side of the property.
I got you.
So I get that, we're talking, if I get the permission, I get the okay on this, we're talking some pretty good land coverage.
That's awesome. All right, 7 entries. Tim, I'm going to go ahead and max you out. So Tim and our buddy, Mr. Ditto, I like calling him Ditto. His name is John, Vice President of the Caney Valley Club. Tim, I want to have you talk a little bit of history on the location you guys were at, and kind of do some show and tell. Is that cool?
Yep, we go for it.
All right, let's do solo layout. There you go.
Ooh, there we go. Let me see if I could adjust brightness down here a little bit. Hey, there we go. Yeah, so we went to this location, and Carl has known about it too. But it's a schoolhouse, all the country schoolhouses within, the counties around here, so many miles apart from each other.
Yeah.
In this location, the years later when concrete came about, but it was late 1800s or into the early 1900s schoolhouse, and it's a friend of the family's property. So we went out there to detect it, which they tore down, the rest of the rock and stuff of this location years ago. Carl was telling me that he helped kind of do some cleanup on it, but I kind of went and scouted for a couple hours before me and John hit it, just kind of see what kind of signals were there. Dug a few. I dug actually I have it right here. the first day I just went out there, dig this out real quick. Actually, I got two things there. It's kind of interesting. I still don't know what to say. I don't know. My luck in finding horse things is something. So, the first day I went out, I found this. I don't know how well it's showing up.
1893 Indian head penny.
Yep. And a few other just kind of oddities. If I could get it fished out, I put it in here. And if I was thinking ahead of this, I would have dug them out. But that horse thing I showed you, and I found a button too. And I looked it up, and it's the same time period, like early 1900s clothing. There's this button. Get my camera on the right direction. But it says right KCMO clothing is what it is.
Probably off of overalls, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I just want to say overalls or some kind of dress clothing or something. Or they made all kinds of different stuff. And here's this, which I still to there's. I don't know if it, like you said, if it was some kind of jewelry.
It's kind of hard to see. So that's to me, that's some form of either a brooch or it's a thing that went off the saddle. So they kind of decorated their saddles back then, and that's actually what a horse.
Yes, it's a horse. Yeah, it's a horse. Yeah, I know my camera ain't the greatest. You can see there's the snout, there's the horse, and then you kind of see the reins kind of down here at the bottom. So I scouted that with a bunch of square nails, a handful of square nails. I'll tell you what, them big old square nails sound good. So
yeah, I agree with that. So the hand forged irons always sounds better than the modern iron. That's why when I go to Civil War sites, I like digging up those iron because you don't know what it's going to be.
Anyways, but yeah, and then we went out Sunday and I found a few little things, but nothing really big. And like I said, we got close to leaving, and then John finds his pocket knife. And we were sitting there, he's like, hey, cool, this is kind of neat old pocket knife. And he gets home, gets cleaning it up, and he sends me a message. He says, Tim, I think this pocket knife's gold. I'm like, oh, you're messing with me. No, Tim, I think this is. He says, here, I'm going to grab. He says, hold on a few minutes. He says, I'm grabbing my acid test. He goes over there and rubs it on his stone, sends me a picture. Says, it's holding 10K. I says, no. He said, yeah. He says, look at this. All right. So, John, man, I've got a pocket knife that almost looks similar, just a little bit different monogrammed and design on it. And I said, hey, what's the odds of this? Okay. So I go and look. And here it is. Here's the one I got. And this funny story behind this one. So the one he's got is beat up and that sides are falling off because this part's broke right here. So it right here is literally the rivet part was just barely holding on. The loop's gone. So I break out my loop and look here on the end. It says 14K. John, try 14K acid against it. He's like, all right, hold on a minute. He's like, it's holding 14K. I said, John, them sides, this band, and all this is gold. And I get looking, I start going down the rabbit hole, and you said it, but I looked it up right about when you said it. So it's a gold-capped gentleman's pocket knife. So put the
cool story about those. So back in the turn of the century, no later than 1920s, they used to come in a set.
Yep, I found sets of them.
Yep, of a pocket watch. So that is pretty cool.
So yeah, his is pretty much, I mean, it'd been in the dirt, So I mean, mine has, and most of them I've seen were commonly had two blades. Well, look at this one. This one has three. Actually, technically, it's two blades and a file on the end. But all the ones I found was online. Actually, no, I stand corrected. It's got 4. Huh. Stand corrected. There is 4 blades on this, or 3 blades and 1 file.
And a file. And this one you actually picked up at a flea market?
No, actually, it was a estate sale, but not an auction, but an estate rummage sale.
Okay.
And it was in with the other pocket knives, and it had 3. If I do recall, had $3 on this. Now, John weighed the sides. Granted, this is broke.
Yeah.
The 2 sides, the caps, were over 1.5 grams, and he doesn't even have this loop. So this right here. So I took it to the local guy, and he's saying, call it 4 grams. At 4 grams of 14K, you're looking at approximately, I don't know, 170 bucks. I mean, him buying, you're saying 170, probably actual value, probably $180 in gold. Now, here's the kicker. There ain't a whole lot of these out there.
Yeah, no, they're not. No.
And the last one, I don't know if it was Heritage or one of them style auctions, sold for $500.
And you got it for $3.
I got it for $3.
So
John got his for free.
Yeah.
Which is broken. What he pretty much did is he took the gold pieces and added to his gold stash or collection he has.
Yeah.
And threw the rest of the steel away, because like I said, it's shot that the blades won't. It's toast. He just took the gold and kept it.
Yeah, it is a score. I found gold. I found that gold pendant, a couple of years ago. I've never seen a gold pocket knife being found in our area. Actually, period. I've never seen a gold pocket knife found anywhere in our region, our local region. So it's a really cool find. I do know of someone that has found a gold coin, a $1 gold coin, pretty close to us, about 30 minutes from me.
I know of a gold coin found here in Caney.
They're in Caney.
Yes, and it is someone of Carl's friend, and this has been verified by 2 to 3 other people. There was one found, and actually not far from the park.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
Kind of jelly. I'm jelly.
There's been a gold coin. Now, I heard another hearsay of another one, but I don't know how reliable a source. I'm not saying they're lying, but I'm just not sure on the source on this one. The other one, there was 3 people there that day, and I know all 3 people, and they verified that coin was found.
Wow.
Just probably 100 feet or so from the park here in town.
Wow. That's awesome. Shannon, yeah. Heck yeah. I want to say hi to a few folks. Coin dude, what's up? Gary, how you doing? Who else came in? Mark. Seen Mark. Relic, how you doing? Anyone else? Not seen anyone else.
There's Mark, Coin Dude, yeah.
But yeah, one heck of a find, dude. I was pretty excited when you told me about that. And then I, on top of that, I kind of felt bad for you because it is your permission.
Yeah, man, this is like my going luck here lately on my permissions. I take someone else and they're hitting a little bit better luck than me, but it's all right. I mean, I told John, I said, man, I'm never going to find gold. This is, here you are, you on my permission, 10 foot from me and find gold. I said, man, I was like, you literally have a horseshoe stuck up your rear end.
No joke, dude. He's always doing set with gold. I mean, seeded hunt wins gold. Goes out, natural hunting, finds gold.
Yeah. But old enough time period, you got to think in late late 1800s, about the price of gold, I mean, it was common. So
Yeah. Especially with like you see a lot of common the gold plated pocket watches as well.
mm-hmm.
So all right, guys, I got 10 entries on this. I think everyone knows what I'm doing. There is a few new folks on here. So basically, I'm going to go over it real quick. Heck yeah. I found a couple, not just plated though, like costume jewelry, but still gold. Still counts to me.
Oh, yeah.
Just a refresher. So every week I am doing a comment picker. The winner I write down, and then at the end of the season, the list of winners from each weekly show is going to be put into a drawing. This portion's U.S. only. Will be put in a drawing for a metal detector. I haven't decided what metal detector it's going to be. A mid price range machine. So, but I haven't decided on which one I want. There's a couple new ones out there that I kind of want to invest in for folks, but I'm kind of watching the reviews on them. So I haven't decided what machine I'm going to have. And then international giveaways, I'll have like silver giveaways or whatever, something smaller I can send off. So I'll have prizes at the main giveaway show for everyone worldwide, and then the comment pickers are for the U.S. only. I don't want to be paying like $300 just in shipping. Sucks. So I think I'm going to get 10 entries on this one. So a couple more minutes. I'll give it a minute, and then I'll do this. Try to keep it under 30 minutes for the show. James, Risha, you guys doing a live show tomorrow? Well, they should have a premiere tomorrow. My next premiere is, I think, is it next week? Next week or the week after? I'll have a premiere. James and Risha should have a premiere tomorrow at 5:30, 5:45. Okay, so you guys will have a live show tomorrow? Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary, you actually won last week. So you have two spots in the drawing. I know you had to go to work yesterday. Yeah, you're the winner of last week's.
Yeah, and then we got hunts coming up too.
Yeah, so you've got the Show Me Hunt that's coming up next month. The forecast is hopefully going to be pretty good. I'm looking forward to that. I still need to make a list of what I need to bring because I want to try to save as much money as possible. I'm actually taking the route. I'll be driving basically just north of where James and Risha live.
Okay.
Rob, you're going to be there? Heck yeah. At the Show Me Treasure Hunt? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. So we already got our hotel. We're actually leaving that Friday morning, and we're gonna leave Monday morning. It's like a six hour, pretty close to 6 hour drive for me. So I kind of want to take my sweet time getting up there and no rush heading home.
Yep, you got the Show Me Hunt, and I got the one I'm doing same weekend.
Yeah, Tim has. If anyone is actually in our region of Southeast Kansas or in the Missouri, Oklahoma, or Arkansas area that's not going to the Show Me Hunt, Tim is actually having his treasure hunt the same weekend here in Kansas. If anyone is interested, you can find him on Facebook at Caney Valley Metal Detecting. And also, you got your YouTube channel. Do you post updates on your YouTube channel?
I haven't recently. I've been putting most of my updates through on Facebook. I need to probably do something on YouTube. I got a few other ads and a few other groups. The Ozarks, was it James? He had me in, and we put a post in there. And I guess one of his guys that's not going to the Show Me, is actually coming here.
Okay, heck yeah. Yeah,
I was
so
like,
the Ozarks is actually a week before the show me hunt.
right, but he's going to he's not going to the show me, so he's going to come here. I was like, all right. It was like he told me where he was. I had to look it up. He's 3 hours away. I said, all right, this is a small club hunt. It's not something big like everybody else. And Indian Nation, a couple hundred people. At our best, we're around 25, and or it's been a little bit less. And that's I was just. He says, no, I love a small personal hunt. He says, I'd love to go show me, but he said I just rather go to something smaller, more personal. I said, well, then that's definitely what we do. So he says, all right, I'll see you then. So
yeah, I think it's booked out at 300 folks, and then you got volunteers in it, so it might be around 350 people there.
Yeah.
So James, Risha got mad at you. Did you find a token, bro? Hey, man. It's probably still frozen up there. Probably still a lot of snow up there. Yeah, I got the hotel. I was looking at campgrounds, but my dad, yeah, Risha, my dad. I know James is older than my dad, but my dad he's been hurting, so I kind of want to be as easy on his body as possible. So we got a hotel room.
Right.
All right, Tim, it is. Oh, it's past 30 minutes. Let's get this going, bro.
Sounds good.
All right, guys, do the drawing. 3, 2, 1.
So you said James.
Oh, man. Really?
I guess there's my luck for the week because John done beat me out on the gold.
That's twice, dude. You got. See, it's gonna be like a battle between you and Gary.
You said Gary got 2, right? Last week?
Gary has 2 entries so far. All right, Gratz. I hope John finds more gold and you get skunked.
All righty, that's how it's gonna be. I was gonna, get a hold of some people that live north of me if I land this huge big land mass, but I may not let them know when I go. We're talking some serious acreage.
Heck yeah!
It's gonna take a couple people to cover it.
Kind of interesting. Why is Risha mad at James? Guess we'll find out tomorrow. What did he do?
Probably found a gold ring or something.
No, he found a giant token.
Oh, a giant token. Oh.
Shannon, Chris $2 bill says he got called a punk.
Right.
Heck yeah, drop. Hey, you got any since the Beards and I are gonna be down Friday sometime afternoon. You got any spots we can go goof around at before the night hunt? I think the night hunt starts around 7, and I think that's at Greenville, I believe. But we're gonna leave probably right at daybreak here, and probably get there around noon, 1 o'clock. So I think we'll have a couple hours before we have to book into the hotel room. I think it's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. No, I'm kind of far behind.
Right. No, my luck is I was sitting there. I've been talking with John here recently. I've seen a couple people pull some silver halves. It's like, man, I still haven't found a silver half. Found a silver dollar. My luck is John's gonna pull a freaking silver half in front of me.
I mean, just me happy you found a silver dollar, dude.
Oh
Have you
yeah,
ever-
man, that is awesome. But man, I've not yet found that's just. I know they're hard too. I know the silver dollar is even crazier, but I have
even
yet
more
to
hard
find
than that one.
a silver half. And that actually,
Yeah,
then you think quarters. That's just crazy. I don't know. I guess it's just the area and what's in the ground. I'd like to find a SLQ or even a barber quarter.
they're awesome to find. Yeah, Gary. Unfortunately, the silver dollar. I found lots of silver dollars, but at seated hunts. I've won buttload of silver dollars and found silver dollars at seated hunts, but I've never found one naturally. So Tim has me beat on that.
That's what I was giving you. Said you found a bucket lister. I was like, the way you and your brother have gone. I was, man, your guys' bucket has to be getting pretty small.
Dude, our bucket is whatever we think we might not think we want.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I guess I'm gonna add that to a bucket list. All right, guys, I'm heading out. Tim, you got anything to say?
Everyone have a happy and safe weekend and good luck.
Man, it's not too far for you. I went 2.5, 3 hours, I'm assuming. A lot of history, a lot of Civil War history. Heck, there's a lot of Civil War history in your area as well. Drop, thank you for stopping by. And I will see you next month. So everyone, be safe. Happy hunting. If you guys get out, be careful. Maine, I guess you'll detect in a couple months, I'm assuming. It's still frozen up there. For us, it's pretty nice. Unfortunately, we still got a few cold spills coming in there, but if it's like 30s, 40s with no snow, the ground ain't frozen, I'm still going out hunting as long as I'm not sick. So everyone, be careful, have fun, and I'll see you next week. Yeah. Yep. All right. Take care, guys.